Hey there, welcome. So I am a small to medium-ish sized channel here on YouTube. I have got just under 63,000 subscribers at this point. I've been monetized for 3 years, and today I thought it might be kind of fun to just go behind the scenes and share with you how long it took me to get monetized, as well as reach some of those other big milestones, how much I made in those first that first day, those first few weeks, month, year of being monetized, how my subscriber count, watch time hours, views, and all of those stats have correlated to the earnings that I've made since I've been monetized, what those stats have been year over year, and then finally, what I think contributed to the growth of my channel, as well as some of the things that I think hindered the growth of my channel along the way. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, my name's Rachel Harrison-Sund, and I help online entrepreneurs make more money so they can live more life. If you are an aspiring online entrepreneur and you think you might need a bit of a helping hand mapping out those first few steps, please go ahead and download my free guide, the 4-step, no time to waste online business startup blueprint. It's important to know that I never in a million years would have ever dreamed that I would start my own YouTube channel. I'm pretty introverted. I've never loved being the center of attention, but I had this goal of creating a digital course. So before all of this YouTube stuff happened, I had a very successful low content publishing business. So I was creating and selling journals and planners and notebooks and activity books and things like that on the Kindle Direct publishing platform. And after a while, I just had enough people kind of ask me, what are you doing and how can I start doing it, that I thought, this is a good digital course idea. So really, my goal from the get-go was to create this digital course, but I of course had no audience, no followers, no nothing, and I just knew that YouTube was going to be the quickest and most effective way for me to get people onto an email list, build that audience of interested people that would be interested in buying my course. So right from the beginning, my YouTube channel was very niche down. I was speaking only about low content publishing, and I think that really helped me gain some traction right from the beginning. Also, right from the beginning, I was very consistent. So since day one, almost going on 4 years now, I've been posting just one video every single week, and I've been posting that every Monday. So I batched all of my content. So once a month, I would just sit down, I'd write 4 scripts, I would shoot it all, I would edit it all, and then it would be done for the rest of the month, and I would just drip out one video each and every week. In addition to creating content for my channel, I was also working on creating that digital course that I just told you about. Also important to mention here, I had a 1-year-old at home at the time, so as you can imagine, I didn't really have tons of time. Basically, I would get up in the morning before my daughter woke up to work on this stuff. Then I'd work again when she was napping, and I think maybe I might have worked in the evening a little bit when my husband was done work. So I didn't really have a lot of time, and that's why when you go back to those first videos, all of my thumbnails and everything, they sucked. They were so bad for such a long time, which was painful for me having a background in professional design, but I just didn't have the time or the resources really at that time to outsource that to anybody else. And you can see, I think my first 10, maybe even more videos basically had the exact same thumbnail. All I did was swap out the title. So I was literally spending 2 minutes per thumbnail at that point. So I was really kind of forced to get over my perfectionism. So now in terms of getting monetized, what you need to do is you need to accumulate 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 watch time hours over the course of a 12-month period. And then in order to actually get paid, how YouTube actually pays you, are 3 different ways. The main one being AdSense. So this is watch page ads, which are the video and static ads that actually show up on the video. For me, that makes up almost 99% of all of my earnings from YouTube. Then you've also got YouTube Premium, so people that have that premium subscription, that I get, 1.2% of my overall earnings come from YouTube Premium. And then there's also fan funding. So those are things like super thanks. So I think that's relatively new. I've made a whopping 85 cents through fan funding. So that's one person that donated 85 cents to me, which I'm very grateful for, by the way. I thought it was so sweet that I saw that. But that is basically 0% of whatever your overall earnings on YouTube are going to be. So it took me almost 5 months to get to 1,000 subscribers. That happened on August 14th of 2019. And then I got monetized about a month later on September 18th, 2019. So it took me about 6 months to get monetized. That's when I had not only accumulated those 1,000 subscribers, but also the 4,000 hours worth of watch time. So when I did get monetized, I had just over 1,500 subs. And I do want to point out that getting monetized did happen pretty quickly for me. I know oftentimes it can take much longer to get those subs and to get the watch time, but I think what really helped me was being very niched from the beginning and just posting very consistently on a week-to-week basis. Okay, so let's get into some of the numbers here. So day one, my very first day being monetized, I made $3.06. So I had 590 views that day, I had 71.1 watch time hours, and my total subs were 1,539. Now in that first month, I generated $307.30. This was at 21,000 or 21.6 thousand views. I had 2.8 thousand watch time hours and a total of 2,137 subs. And then that whole first 365 days, so my first full year of being monetized, I had made $5,195.04. And that is with 4.77 thousand views, 50.9 thousand watch time hours, and a total of 13,960 total subscribers. Now, one thing you really have to keep in mind here are that not all channels are going to be making the same amount of money, even if they have the exact same subscriber count, views, watch time hours, all those things being equal. It really can depend on the niche that you're in. So for me, I am in the niche of helping other people to make money. So that is a very lucrative niche to be in on YouTube in terms of how much ad revenue you can generate. So what you want to look at here is the CPM, or the cost per mil. This is the amount advertisers pay for every 1,000 times an ad is shown on your videos. So the CPM can vary quite dramatically from channel to channel. As I just said, if you're a channel where you're focused on making money, finances, just basically anything to do with making money, you're gonna have a much higher CPM than, say, a channel that is, I don't know, focused on like crafting or something like that. So my CPM is actually quite a lot higher than most people's. So this is what things have looked like kind of year over year since I started back in 2019. So at the end of 2019, I had 4,503 subscribers, I had 131.3 thousand views, and I made $1,058.58 for 2019. And again, I wasn't monetized in September, so that was really only a few months at the end of the year. In 2020, I had gained 11.6 thousand subs, so I had a total of 16,075 total subscribers. I had 477.2 thousand views, and I made $5,525.76. So that's for the entire year of 2020. 2021, I had gained 23.9 thousand subs for a total of 39,962 subscribers. I had 782.5 thousand views, and I made a total of $16,350.51. So in 2022, I gained 22,000 subscribers for a total of 61,916 total subscribers. I had 1.1 million views, and I made $26,829.06. This is all in US dollars, by the way. So on average, my monthly revenue generated is about $2,000 a month, so that is average. Sometimes it's like $1,200. My best month was February of 2022, where I made $3,546 just in one single month. Now, I always find that January and February are always really lucrative months for me. Again, this is totally because of the space I'm in. At the beginning of the year, that's when people have all these goals. They're gonna start a business this year. They're gonna work on a passive income stream this year. So that is when a lot of people tend to flock to my channel to try and set themselves up for the coming year. Before we move on, are you enjoying this video? If so, please give it a like, and you can also subscribe and hit the bell so that you can be notified every time I come out with a new video, which is every single Monday. Doing those two things is going to help push this video out to even more people who might find it useful. So thank you, I really appreciate it. So in case you're interested, just like how long it took me to reach some other milestones, for me to reach 10,000 subscribers, that happened in May of 2020. It took me about 14 months to hit that 10,000 subscriber milestone. 50,000 subs I reached in April of 2022. So that was about 3 years to get to that 50,000 subs. And again, now I'm at 67,777 subscribers as of today. And as I said, we're like almost 4 years into this journey at this point. So after having this experience for the past 4 years, my advice to you, if you're just starting out on YouTube, or if you're considering starting a YouTube channel, you may need to experiment a little bit in the beginning, and that's kind of totally fine. I think a lot of us, unless you're like really clear on what your niche is going to be like I was, you're probably going to be doing a little bit of that throwing the spaghetti against the wall kind of thing and just kind of seeing what sticks. A little bit of that is fine. I would just say, you know, like, don't cover too many wildly disparate topics. Stick to maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 related topics, so at least they kind of fall under the same umbrella and the YouTube algorithm knows what to do with your videos. I would also say to be really consistent. I think that really helped me just get into a very regular posting routine. Batching your content like I do really helps. So if it's 1 video a week or if you can do multiple a week, that's great as well. Another piece of advice, be prepared for at least those first 50 videos, maybe even more, maybe more like 100, to really suck. Mine, I mean, like, I still feel like my videos could use some improvement. I'm 4 years in. I don't think that's ever really gonna go away. But in the beginning, when you're just starting out, your videos are going to absolutely suck. That's okay, just accept it. And once you know that, it'll be fine. Like when you see them and you're like, oh, those totally suck, that's okay, you were expecting that. It's a brand new skill, so you gotta give yourself a little bit of grace there. It is absolutely cringeworthy, I think, for most YouTube creators to go back to their first videos. You know, you've likely got a shitty setup, you know, crappy lights, crappy microphone, you know, you probably haven't found your voice yet, and all of those things. So I feel like if you look back on those first videos and they don't suck, then you probably haven't learned anything since. So it's a good thing to suck in the beginning and just give yourself the grace to suck and get better with time. I would also say, unless you're a young person who's like still living at home or, you know, for whatever reason, you just don't have any bills, I wouldn't rely on this as your sole income source, at least not in the beginning. As you can see, like, it takes time to start generating this revenue. If you can, treat this as a bonus revenue stream, something that's just kind of nice to have, but you're not relying on it. I think that YouTube's biggest strength is, you know, not as a revenue generator, but as a lead generator for your business. So if you come onto YouTube and you've got a business and you're using this to generate leads, this is an awesome, awesome way to generate leads. I've got an email list. It's like over 20,000 people now. Basically, like, at least 90% of those leads have come from creating content on this channel. So it is an absolutely fantastic lead generator. And hopefully over time, you can grow and be a big channel and then start bringing in some really nice income. But I wouldn't start with having YouTube as your, you know, your plan is to have YouTube as your sole source of income right from the get-go. If it happens later on, I think that would be a great bonus. Also, just recognize that everything in life that's worthwhile takes time, it takes patience, it takes effort. So don't get discouraged if those first 50 videos sucks and if your only subscriber is your mom for like the first 6 months, and you know, it's probably gonna take longer than you think it's going to take. So if you're prepared for that, it's gonna go a long way toward keeping you feeling motivated and inspired and not letting that discouragement bring you down. Now, as for me and what's next for my channel, I'm gonna keep producing videos on low content publishing, but I'm also gonna keep providing some videos in different areas of online business. So as I said, over these past few years, I've learned how to build an email list, do webinars, create a successful digital course, get into affiliate marketing and make a successful income stream out of that. And I want to share all of those things with anyone that comes to this channel and wants to learn about them. So I am gonna continue to do that. Even if the algorithm kind of doesn't know what to do with me for a little while, I'm okay with taking a little bit of a hit on my overall subscriber growth, just so I can keep talking about the things that I'm really passionate about. So again, if you are yourself an aspiring online business owner and you need a little bit of a helping hand getting things set up, please download my free guide, the 4-step and no time to waste online business startup blueprint, linked down in the description below. You can also join my free Facebook group, Rachel's Sandbox, also linked to below. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, do subscribe, share this video with your friends. And if you are considering starting a YouTube channel, but you're also considering starting a podcast or a blog and you don't know which one is going to be the best for you, check out this video next. That is going to help you make that decision. All right, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week.